Welcome to 1818 Farms. I'm the owner, Natasha McCrary, and today we're doing things a little bit differently. We're actually inside. Usually we're always outside in the garden, but today we're going to talk a little bit about our favorite seed companies and the seeds that we're ordering this year. So the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to talk about the different catalogs. And this is just over the years who I've used. I'm a big fan of Johnny Seeds. They have great quality, great customer service. You probably in our earlier videos, you've seen we use a lot of our what we use to construct our caterpillar tunnels from them, and just they have a lot of great tools. Also, another interesting catalog that I like just when I'm trying something out of the unusual is botanical interest. When I'm trying, they always have some beautiful packaging and great germination. Just a lovely catalog if you're looking for not only flowers but also vegetables. And then for anyone who's growing, I highly recommend GeoSeed. Now, this is really just for professional growers. They have great products, a lot of availability. You can see it's a little bit different in this catalog. There are no pictures. So you really have to kind of know what you're looking for. But a wonderful company to work with, and I highly recommend them as well. A catalog that I didn't have, but I use a lot is Baker Creek, which is rareseeds.com. And that's usually when I'm really looking for the unusual and stuff that I haven't seen before. And they always have great germination rates as well. A lot of the seeds we ordered, what we're going to look at today, probably in October. I just placed another order with Geo about a week ago. So those are coming in. Stuff we'll plant in April. But these are some things, a few things I really probably should have gotten in the ground in October, but just they were a little bit later getting here, so I'm going to try in the next few weeks to get those in the ground. So we're just going to kind of zoom in. I'm going to tell you a few of the things we're doing this year that are new. And I tried this a couple years ago, but from Geo, we're going to be doing some Sweet Annie, and that's really going to be for our dried uh, offerings next year. We got these ready to go. We'll be starting these seeds. And also another great dried offering is going to be the Linaria. And we have three different kinds. We're going to have the white, then we're going to have the violet, and then we have a select mix. And like I said, these probably would have done in our zone a little bit better getting them in the ground in October, but we're going to try these in the next few weeks. They really are going to be like take 2 seasons to bloom. Another thing that I'm going to add back this year, I actually grew this probably 7 or 8 years ago, are the asters, and for some reason I just was drawn away from them, but they're really great because they come in late in the season for us here in August. And we're adding in a couple different asters, and I also have a few different varieties coming in from Geo. And then this is exciting. It's a new offering from Johnny Seeds, and we grow a lot of marigolds. And this is going to be, it's called lime green, and it's going to be, it doesn't have a scent to it. So I'd check this out if I were you guys. And some people are very sensitive to the smell of marigolds. And then we're going to kind of go in here and talk about a few of my favorites I have every year. And you know, if you followed us, is going to be the Gomphrena. Now, some of our Gomphrena we have from plugs, but there's just a few little varieties that I like to add in that you really can't usually find in plugs. It's going to be the Audrey. There's a new QIS Pale Pink from Johnny's, and also Strawberry Fields, which is a really pretty red color. It dries beautifully when you're using it in anything for holidays. So the Gomphrena we're always going to have. The Celosia Pampas Plume. This is great for your spikes in your bouquets, really lovely. And we try and plant this a little bit in June. So we have these into the season in September. So these are great also. And this year, I haven't been a huge fan, but last year I grew one little section of calendula. And we've got a couple of different varieties. These are so quick to bloom, but we're going to get these out probably about 6 weeks before frost, our last frost. And because these really peter out in the heat. A new variety from Johnny Seeds that we're trying is going to be a Japanese Cosmo. Most of our Cosmos come from Geo, and they're your double clicks, but we wanted to try this. It's very beautiful, almost looks like it's a watercolor painting. And then, of course, fillers. We're going to put in a little bit of Persian cress here in the next few weeks. It's great for our zone before it gets too hot, the filler. And, of course, the cinnamon basil. Cinnamon basil is probably our #1 used filler when we're going through the season from like June until frost. And zinnias, you heard me talk about those, how to harvest them. Those are the backbone of our garden. There's a couple of new varieties I'm trying here. This is a Cupid mix from Baker Creek, rareseeds.com. And years ago, we grew a Edwardian zinnia I've never been able to find again. And they're really tiny and great for drying and well as just a smaller than a Oklahoma in your bouquet. And then we're going more heavily in the cactus flowered. And then here's another one we're trying called Sunbow. This is from Johnny's. It's kind of a new one we're trying. We'll be doing your standard Benary Giant as well as Oklahoma and Macarena, a few of those. But we just always want to try and put a new, a few new each season to see how they perform in the field. And then lastly, we love the broomcorn. You can go through our Instagram and see how beautiful it is. It's actually not a corn. It looks more like a bamboo, but it blooms and is really wonderful to add into your fall bouquets and for decor. And these, I think are probably the best source of this is from Johnny Seed. So these are a few of the things we ordered earlier in the season. And like I said, the majority of our things are going to be coming probably in about 5 weeks. And we direct seed a lot of our things. We ordered plugs from Farmer Bailey back in November, December, and those are things like Lysianthus, some of the celosia that we really didn't want to seed ourselves, and just different things like that. But primarily, we try to direct seed as much as we can in our zone. So now's the time to be ordering. I encourage you, you don't have to have a catalog. You can go online and you can request one, or most everything you see here they're going to have online. There's lots of good options there. But go ahead now because a lot of places there are 4 to 5 week lead times. I know with Geo there is, and just to get everything in your hands for the upcoming summer growing season. So I hope you guys are doing well, and let me know if you have any questions about any of the seeds we talked about today, and we'll talk to you soon.